Dave, how do you reflect on that one, particularly the fight at the end that your side showed?
Yeah, look, we've seen that throughout the French series. So yeah, it was good to see. I think we applied a lot of pressure, and we gave up a soft one before half time, and gave up an intercept not long after half time, and All Blacks were able to steal a bit of momentum there. But look, we finished strong. We knew there'd be space in behind. Unfortunately, the intercept, we go back short side and put it in behind, and maybe we score. So, but yeah, look, we're really happy with the impact we got off the bench. Really happy with the character. And last year in Sydney, we got behind a bit, and we started throwing things at our backside and chasing the game early, and got absolutely hammered. So, it was positive, but we're still pretty disappointed.
Was that momentum shift towards the All Blacks the difference in the end, do you think?
Oh yeah, probably. I think we had a period where we just soaked in defence, and they were able to go forward and get quick ball and punish us. So, for a big chunk of the game, we defended well. But as you know, with the All Blacks, you've got to do it for 80 minutes.
What will you be saying to Noah after that night with the boot?
Well, he was sensational in the French series. So, you don't go from an ace goal kicker to a novice overnight. So, tough conditions. We saw Richie miss a few as well. So, like I say, he kicked key penalties in the French series. Penalties to win the first and the third test, and one that should have won us the second one. So, look, he'll be disappointed.
Have you spoken to him? How is
he? He's disappointed.
Brooks, what do you do to get round him?
What we always do as a team. That's the great thing about our sport is, we pick each other up. He's a confident young kid, and like Dave said, his boot guided us to a series win there. So as a goal kicker's career, there's going to be nights like that, and he'll be better from it. He'll learn from that for sure.
Michael, how much confidence do you take out of the last 12 minutes into next week?
Yeah, we've been a team that finishes strong so far this year, which is really pleasing. We've got plenty of heart, and we put them under a heap of pressure there at the end with different parts of our game. Our attacking, our maul there at the end. We had them under pressure, so that's pleasing. We just got to do it for longer. And those, those passages, my penalty before the half, they go in, come out after the half. Yeah, like Dave said, we soak a bit. That intercept, even though that was off the back of some of our really good play, a couple of big moments there, and then we're starting to chase the game. Like Dave said, what was really pleasing though is we galvanised and started putting some nice things together, but it's too hard to chase.
Michael, what did you make breakdown in some of the rulings there?
Any in particular?
No, but just the tweaks to the rules and the refereeing around that breakdown area.
Well, we knew it was going to be a factor, but it's a hard part to get right. Hey, I mean, I saw that last one with Geordie on our side. There's so many legs and bodies and stuff in that close quarters, that combat zone. It's hard to keep your feet, which he penalised for going off the feet, even though he bounced back up. So, we've got to be better if that's the way they're going to rule, and that is, because we've heard that down from World Rugby. We've got to be better there, particularly in that close quarters zone, getting near their line, when it's, some forwards doing some grunt work.
Aren't there guys going off their feet in every breakdown, though?
Apparently not.
Dave, so just one more on Noah. Obviously, there'll be a lot of speculation around his performance. Can you guarantee he'll start next week?
We'll tell you on Thursday. We've got a lot of faith in the kid. He was excellent against France. So he's going to get better and better. He's 21, and and there's a lot of young men around him as well. So he's growing. He's an impressive kid too. Very confident, great work ethic. He's spending a lot of time sitting around with Quaid and talking about the generic parts of his game and so on. So look, he's been really impressive, and he played pretty well tonight, but he had a rough night with the boot.
Dave, with the way you finished the game and the impact that your bench has, does that give you plenty of food for thought for next weekend's game?
Yeah, of course. With trying to create competition for places, and and yeah, look, we got really good impact. So we'll have a decent look at the footage tomorrow, and we'll name our side reasonably early in the week to give us plenty of time to prepare.
Michael, with the line-outs, you struggled a lot for early on, but then there was the short one and then the really long one that both made big impacts. How pleasing were you that you did sort of improve your line-out?
Yeah, we put New Zealand under pressure there by changing the picture a bit. We know with the experience of Whitelock and Brodie there that they're going to put us under a bit of pressure. We've got to manage a couple of things before the ball's thrown. It's not just a thrower thing, it's our whole line out there that can probably make just some minor shifts to win some of that ball. But hey, we expected their defence to be pretty good, and they proved us right. So pleasing that we're able to manipulate that a bit, and like I said, finish strong. But when we had a couple of nice points in the start of the game to attack, and that's stuff you dream of. Right to start your game, to get your game flowing, but it didn't eventuate.
Dave, has it been a daunting challenge just with the change in schedule to come play 2 tests here, and it's an experienced team? I think your back line, Anton Brown had more caps than the whole back line. Just for a young squad to come here and try and win the Bledisloe back.
Yeah, I wouldn't say daunting. I'll say exciting. There's all this talk about Eden Park and how tough it is to win here, but our mindset was we're going to get 2 cracks at it for a start. So you got to embrace that. And we also talked about the fact that what's happened historically counts for nothing on the day. So, and maybe the advantage we've got is we've got a lot of young men who aren't battle scarred by the past. So, they're not too concerned about what Eden Park presents, and just get out there and play. So, we're excited. We're going to get another crack next week.
You were obviously a Super Rugby coach here when Aaron Smith began to come through the ranks, and have seen him closely on the field and that sort of thing. He's talked about his influence on, I suppose, the Test game over the last decade or so, 100 tests.
Oh, he's been phenomenal, isn't he? I think the quality of his pass it really changed the game that the All Blacks could play, and so he's a great little player for Manawatu, and credit to Nugget, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to big unions, and him and Aaron Cruden decided to stay in Manawatu, and so to go on from there and play Super Rugby to play as many tests as he has, fantastic. So really rap for him.
Dave, what did you see from the All Blacks tonight? Were they as sort of well organised and efficient as you expected them to be?
Oh, I thought the conditions were challenging early on, and we were able to put a bit of pressure on, and we'd win a penalty, lose a line out, they'd have a scrum, they'd knock it on type of thing. So it was a pretty stop-start early on. So I think both sides took a while to find their rhythm.
David?
Michael, does late comeback gives you confidence for the next week?
Like we've said, we've been finishing games strong throughout this whole year. Just got to put it together for 80. We know the type of rugby we can play. Just want to play it, for the duration of the game.
The trio of players that were stood down, what was their involvement today, and will they be welcome back in on Monday straight away?
Well, we haven't kicked them out of the squad, so they've been with us all the time. They trained in isolation first day, which was needed, but then they've contributed really well. We've got a fair few numbers here, but we've got to share the load as well, and so it's a lot. They've been excellent, and we said we're going to judge them by their behaviour and how they react to this, and if they drop their lip and kick stones for a week, then maybe they'll spend longer on the pine. So, but look, couldn't be happier with the way those boys have responded this week, and look, they're good men. They just made a poor choice.
Are there any injury concerns at all on this game?
No, I don't think they're all subs tonight. So, yeah, actually no, we're good.